on some retribution.
Hey, Russell Crowe back in the big screen, starring in the new thriller, Unhinged. Kind of road rage on steroids, I like to call it. Joining us from LA to talk about the film is one of the producers of Unhinged with an Indiana connection, James Portalease, also my old college roommate at IU. They're getting ready to very ambitiously open on July 1st in theaters. And James joins us now. Hey, Porto. I'm not going to call you James.
Thanks for having me. Porto. I like that. How are you doing? Thanks for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me, guys. I'm really excited.
There's a lot of buzz around this movie, not only because Russell Crowe's in it, Academy Award winner, but also because you guys are trying to get this into theaters. You're a fairly new studio, and you're getting this in July 1st. So what's the big push? And tell us a little bit about the movie.
Well, the movie's about a woman who, she's at a light, the light changes, and the guy in front of her doesn't go, so she gets frustrated, drives around him, and at the next stoplight, he pulls up, and it just happens to be Russell Crowe, and he turns to stalk her through the course of the day, just to make her life a living hell the rest of the day. So, like you said, we're a new studio. This is our first movie out of the gate, and we were supposed to come out on Labor Day weekend, and then with the pandemic, A Quiet Place 2 moved to our date on Labor Day. And as Mark Gill, the head of the studio, said, if you see a freighter coming towards you and you're a small little speedboat, you got to get out of the way. So the question was, do we move back where all the other movies are, or do we make a stance and do a bold move and come out early? And that's what we're doing on July 1st.
I love it, Porto. Go big, go bold. Now, what was it always the intention to have Russell Crowe? What was that moment like when you're like, yes, we got him, he's going to star in this?
Yeah, I mean, it changed everything. Like this script actually came in on my first day there at Solstice, and Russell, we heard that he was interested. He met with our director, Derek Bort, at a hotel in Beverly Hills, and back in the office, we got word that he wanted to do it, and 2 weeks later I was in New Orleans, and it happened that fast. Like we were in pre-production that fast, so it was incredible.
Give us a little behind the scenes. You produced this. What's it like working with Russell Crowe and really the rest of the cast? There's a lot of famous faces in there.
Yeah. Russell's amazing. Like you saw the trailer. He does all of his driving in the movie. We had an incredible stunt team, but Russell's behind the wheel so much of it. And yeah, the rest of the cast, Karen Pistorius, who makes the mistake of honking at Russell, and Jimmy Simpson, who has an incredible scene in the diner with Russell. It's really incredible. Russell is the leader. He's so prepared, and everybody is so grateful to have him, and he's just a pro, and we were so lucky to get him, and he really is incredible in the movie.
And it's so relatable. I mean, everyone has had that road rage moment, and now you might think twice, right?
Especially
I've known to honk, in the past, but while we're making that movie, I haven't honked since last year. Like I just don't do it anymore. Like there's no way.
Hey, we love that you are an IU graduate, and this guy was your roommate.
So is Mackenzie as well.
Yes, I'm a proud Hoosier as well. Do you ever get back to Bloomington, to IU, and can you give us some dirt on your former roommate here? Was he messy?
There's a lot of dirt that I won't disclose.
Please do not.
No, I won't. Mike is a great athlete. He ran cross country in college, and one was on our bike team that won the Little 500 that the movie Breaking Away is based on. And I remember we were running a cross country race in the morning, and we might have had a few beverages the night before, and we couldn't find Mike at the start finish line, and he shows up, and we're like, where were you? He's like, oh, I just wanted to run the course before the race. Like, he ran the race before the race.
Wow.
And he won. Like, he wanted to win. We're like, you're just out of control. So
impressive.
Gotta have a little fun.
Absolutely.
You gotta burn off the, it's called the detox run that you gotta do beforehand.
And Porto, what do you want to say to people that are maybe a little apprehensive about going to the theater, but they really want to see this film?
Well, theaters have been really grateful that we decided to come out early, and they've been taking incredible steps to make sure it's safe. They're marking off seats. They're changing their whole concession protocol. They're changing their ticket protocol, and they're letting less people in. And they couldn't have been more gracious. And like they're so anxious to get everybody back, and they're so grateful that we're having this film with Russell Crowe and having that be the first film to kind of say that, hey, people do want to go back to the movie. And then with the crazy time that's going on in the world, like this movie is a good you can just kind of check out for a couple hours and just have a good, blockbuster time, and then, kind of forget about your problems for a while. So. Yeah,
it should be fun, and you couldn't come at like a better time,
Right.
I think people going a little stir crazy right now and definitely want to get out and see a film.
Yeah, it was a big decision, and we did a lot of research, and going back to the movies was, one of the polls we put out, that was the thing that people were really looking forward to doing most. So our marketing team has done an amazing job, and you know, our director lives in Virginia Beach, and we're doing post in LA, and so he had to pretty much post this movie remotely, which, you know, it's an incredible task, and Derek did a great job, you know, finishing the movie while not being there, because you need to be in the room, you need to see the screen, you need to hear the sound, and you know, it was really brave on his part to make it happen.
Oh man, the trailer alone is so, like I said, gripping, and I cannot wait to see this film. If you need any extras and future projects, Mike and I are just, we'll volunteer.
So when it's safe to shoot again, you know, we'll let you know where we're at in the world, and you guys can come on down and check us out.
I like it. All right, James. Porto, good to see you, man. Good luck with the movie on, I know, it's so strange to say. July 1st is when it's coming out, Unhinged in theaters with Russell Crowe. Solstice Studios making their debut here with the big film. Good to see you again. Stay safe, and we'll see you soon, man.
Fellow Hoosier doing big things. We love to see it.
Appreciate it.
Good stuff.
Thanks for having me, guys. See you later.